Well, this goes back to the absolute desire, and it's a necessity for me to continue to rock. I don't care how old I get. I'm going to be one of those people that just isn't afraid. I look at Tina Turner, and she's in her 60s, and I just think she gets better, not bitter. She gets better with age. She gets sassier, and she has earned it. And I think that's where I feel like I'm headed towards because I'm at a time in my life where I'm not as afraid to step out on the limb. I'm not afraid as much to take chances and say, yeah, I can do this. This House is a Rockin' is Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's one of my all-time favorites, and I was lucky enough to get to hang out with him and his brother Jimmy. Jimmy with, Fabulous Thunderbirds. They used to play at a club in Austin, and my mom was dating a guy that was in Asleep at the Wheel at the time. And every night we would get ready and go hear the music. This is back when I was around 15 years old. Okay, I was out of school. My mom was traveling around trying to find, her dream. We ended up in Austin, and I'm in this house, in this bathroom getting ready, and I can hear Jimmy and Stevie Ray in the kitchen practicing, and I think back to that, and I don't know that I really got it back then, right? Because I'm 15 and more concerned about my hair looking good and my lipstick being really red. I was in this 40s thing. I wore my hair up in the combs, and I only wore dresses, and I wore lace anklet socks with wedges. And I had this skirt and this outfit that I wore to go clubbing, with my mom to hear music. And they're in the kitchen practicing. And I just think about that time in my life and go, oh my gosh, what an incredible snapshot that is, right? And so when I heard that out of everything, it just made sense to me because when I go out on that stage at night and I sing, this house is rocking, that's me continuing that feel of, um, because at the end I say, this mama is a rockin', don't bother, come on in. I mean, that's sort of my theme, right? So that song represents that time in my life when I was hanging out with all these great musicians, and sitting on the side of the stage and watching Asleep at the Wheel and the Fabulous Thunderbirds. I mean, just stellar musicians, right? And I'm 15 and I'm ready to quit school and go on the road. And my mom's like, no, you're going to have to go back into 10th grade. But for now, we're going to, get to hang out with the band and learn about all this music. What an incredible story that is.